Hello everyone. So in this video tutorial we are going to discuss the structure of the functional groups. We have started the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. So in this video tutorial we are going to discuss the structure of the functional groups, namely alcohols, phenols and ethers respectively. First we'll talk about alcohols. So in alcohol, the functional group is OH, alcoholic OH. The oxygen of the OH group is attached to the carbon by a sigma bond, which is actually formed by the overlap of sp3 hybridized orbital of a carbon with a sp3 hybridized orbital of oxygen. So looking at this figure of methanol, this carbon is sp3 hybridized, where actually your oxygen is bonded with sigma bond. So this pink color bonds are actually sigma bond. Currently they are talking about the carbon oxygen bond. Okay, this oxygen hydrogen is also again a sigma bond. Okay, but we are interested in the bond where actually the functional group is attaching. The functional group is attaching to the carbon, that is attaching by the sigma bond. I hope this is clear. Now moving to the next compound, that is phenol. So in phenol, the bond angle between this carbon of the benzene ring O and H is slightly less than the tetrahedral angle, which is expected to be 109 degree 28 minutes. Why it is so? It is just due to the repulsion between the unshared electron pairs of oxygen. So here the repulsion occurs between this pair of electron, this oxygen and this oxygen, and now it is just because of the pair of electron which are actually the negatively charged, and you know the alike charges repels each other, like charges repels each other and unlike charges attracts each other. So there is a repulsion, and the repulsion is always resulting in the slightly deviation in the bond angle. So in phenols, the OH group is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon. Okay, why so? Because what you find here is a benzene ring, which is actually what? sp2 hybridized. Okay, so that's the reason, because of the presence of the aromatic ring. Now the carbon oxygen bond length is 136 picometer. You need not to remember these values at all. These values they never ask in the exam, so don't worry. This is just for your understanding how the compound is actually behaving, because some of the characteristics are because of its structure. Just like in phenol, there is a benzene ring, aromatic ring, which is actually sp2 hybridized. Okay, some characteristics are only observed in benzene ring only. So we are talking about the bond length. So in phenol is slightly less than that of the methanol. Now what you find in methanol, the carbon oxygen bond length is expected to be 142 picometer, while in phenol it is 136 picometer. There is no large difference, but there is a slighter difference of 6 picometer. And why it is so? So the explanation is given that this is due to, first, the partial double bond character on account of the conjugation of the unshared pair of oxygen with the aromatic ring. Okay, so that I will show you. They are talking about the resonatic structure actually. So the first reason, it says the partial double bond character on the account of the conjugation of the unshared pair of electron. So this two pair of electron on the oxygen with the aromatic ring, this is this kind of resonatic structures are generated. This already I have taught you in the 11th standard. Okay, so what you can find in structure 2, structure 3 and structure 4. Okay, there is a double bond character. So double bond character actually reduces the bond length in the phenol, which is actually 140. I'm sorry, it expected to be 142 picometer, but then it is actually becoming the 136 picometer. Okay, so I hope this is clear. The second reason, it says the sp2 hybridized state of a carbon, which is actually attached to the oxygen. Now this is actually again the benzene ring which is responsible for this character. Okay, so there are mainly two reasons which we expect while the bond length is expected to be less. And lastly, if we are talking about the ethers, so the 4 electron pairs, that is 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair of electron on the oxygen, are arranged approximately in a tetrahedral arrangement. Now you can see they are talking about this bond pair. They are talking about these 2 bond pair, and the other 2 lone pair they are talking about. So it is actually arranged in a very tetrahedral format. Okay, the bond angle is slightly greater than the tetrahedral angle due to the repulsive interaction between these 2 bulkier group. Okay, now it happens actually because the more is the bulkier group, what you will find is the repulsion. If you take the symmetry, then if you have the bulkier group, that means if the ethyl group is present, or let's say phenyl group is present, okay, so what you are going to get is a shorter bond length, which is going to be reduced. Okay, currently it is 141 picometer, just close to alcohols, just because the alcoholic OH, the H is being replaced with the alkyl group or the aryl group, so it is not going to be that much change. But if you have the bulkier group, let's say ethyl or phenyl, it is surely going to decrease. So that's all for now. I hope this has cleared your funda. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.